Okay, we're about out of time for the day. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone in the lab next week in person. Go moving back into that more normal world. I'm excited. But in the meantime, I just want to know if anybody has any questions.
Yeah, Professor, I had one.
Yeah, go ahead, Roberto.
You mentioned your work with the HeLa cell line.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the whole Henrietta Lacks issue in today's research?
Yeah. Ever since that book came out a few years ago, there's always been a few students who ask that question in their classes, and I wasn't trying to bait anybody when I brought it up. It's a good question, and you're going to deal with it through the year. But for those of you who do know who Henrietta Lacks was, I would be very curious to hear what you all think about it before I answer.
I have a thought on it, Professor, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, go ahead, Al.
Look, I know this isn't going to come off as the most politically correct, but the fact of the matter is that's how it was back then. But nobody broke any laws, and her genetic material has allowed for, who knows how many advancements to be made.
Al, at the cost of individual privacy with no credits given. You understand that, right? Who knows how finding out that she was a Black woman may have affected cultural perceptions at the time also. And by the way, a lot of people got rich in the process, like a lot of people.
Okay, right. And even more people didn't get rich off it because the research didn't pay off. Oh, and also, Roberto, I don't hear you giving any credit to the fact that no one did anything illegal or unethical.
No. Just because it wasn't a crime, Al, doesn't mean it wasn't ethical, okay? And I'm sure there were scientists that believed that the men in the Tuskegee syphilis experiment were just a few eggs that needed to be cracked too, right?
All right, everyone goes straight to Tuskegee.
Why wouldn't
syphilis experiment? Well, yeah. It's not like every single one of them wanted to kill people. All right,
no, you know better than
people trying to advance
for a second,
Sometimes
pause. Yeah. Everyone, bring it down a few notches. I love the passion, but once again, we talk to each other, not at each other. All the heat and hyperbole aside, here's my 2 cents on the whole issue.